Hi, everyone. It's Matt Krevin, founder of TalkShop, and I'm certainly glad you're here. Before you get going on the course, I thought I would share a little information about myself, and then we can make this all about you. But again, to help you put some things into context about the concepts that we'll go over, I thought it would make sense to share with you a little bit about how I got to TalkShop and a little bit about my background. So, without any further ado, really, TalkShop, I founded it with the sole purpose of helping today's youth, today's emerging adults. I want to help them and develop their skills that they can use lifelong on how to communicate clearly and confidently and concisely at any time they have the opportunity to speak with someone face to face. So think about how you could use this in your school life, how you could use this within your family sphere, whatever your family circle might look like. Think about being able to communicate clearly and with confidence in your relationships, both personal and business. The lifelong skill of being able to communicate with a wide variety of personalities on a wide range of topics is really important. Dare I say, are you prepared to interview for that internship or that real job? If you can't communicate who you are and can't articulate your vision, your purpose, your impact as it relates to a job interview, you might not have so much success. So that's what the Talk Shop is all about. It's about the life skill of communicating with clarity and with confidence, regardless of the topic and regardless of the setting. My journey to get to TalkShop is really twofold. Number one, I'm a parent myself. I've got two boys, 15 and 12. So the ability to work with them as a parent to teach them the skills how to communicate to their outside world, not just with me, has always been my top priority. So my personal parenting journey is a big piece of TalkShop. But more importantly, I think for you, the college student or the high school student, is really the journey that brought me here on my professional level. So for me, I'll try to keep it short and sweet. But again, it's important to let you know who I am and what's the background that brought me to TalkShop. My journey started as an unpaid public relations intern with the 49ers. For those of you that are football fans, great, you'll understand. For those of you that are not, you'll still understand. But the first lesson I learned early on in my career was being able to communicate clearly and confidently with a wide variety of people. Does that sound familiar? I just mentioned it. But that's what I learned. The one key lesson I learned working in the NFL, specific with the 49ers, being able to communicate whether it was star athletes, members of the national broadcast media that would come in that I would need to partner with, the fan base, my colleagues, and everyone in between. It set the tone right away that communicating clearly and with impact, regardless of who it was truly an important skill. Now, I was there, started in 1991 and 92. That was the season I started. Worked there full time for a few years. Then in 94, I had to pivot. My full time job had been relegated or delegated, if you will, to a part time role. I am very proud to say that I have worked with the 49ers for 27 years and counting. The last 20 of which I've done the stadium public address announcing at Candlestick Park and now Levi Stadium. So being in front of a live microphone, announcing a live unscripted event is something that always keeps me on my toes, always reinforces that being able to communicate clearly, confidently, even though it's a sporting event and not a conversation, is truly a skill. And I'm always working to be better at that each and every week that I announce. Now, the practical application of TalkShop is my corporate life. I've been able to work and represent companies like Microsoft and FedEx in the corporate world. And I don't share that with you to say, wow, look where I worked. Really not about that. What it's about is about what I've learned along the way to be able to communicate clearly and confidently with a wide variety of people. It's the third time you've heard me say that now, but it's true. In the corporate world, I needed to speak clearly and confidently, whether they were state CIOs in the corporate world, managers of business, CEOs, and everyone in between. But I also added the dimension of how important listening is to having a conversation. Listening, taking feedback, and then adjusting on the fly. Those are all pivotal elements of having a conversation. Listening, of course. Then I've got some years of coaching youth sports. I've got some years in the training and development space. All of this, my personal parenting journey, my journey in the sports world, my journey in the business world, I bring and extract all of the top key lessons that I've learned along the way that are timeless. And I've brought that in to the Talk Shop program. So again, I just wanted to share a little bit about me. And now it's more about you and how you can improve your communication skills so you can have success in your personal life, your professional life, and beyond. So I'm super glad that you're here. I hope you find some value in the journey, and I'm glad that you're taking a little bit of time and investing in yourself in the Talk Shop program.